Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. So today is Thursday and 27th of November. So throughout this week I've not taken any trade, and that's because I've not seen any clear setup. So in my last video I said G has been ranging. I showed you guys that G has been ranging, so there was no clear setup for me to trade. So throughout this week I still didn't see any setup. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no clear setup. So today is Thursday and I'm beginning to see, price. I'm beginning to see a setup. All right. So G has been ranging since 2 weeks, right? Or since last week. Now I think since 2 weeks now, G has been ranging. So, and I took one trade which I lost. And ever since I've just been watching, I've just been observing the market to see what the market does and all that. So and there's one thing again, I said I was going to wait for my setup to come, no matter how long it takes. I was going to wait. I'm not going to try to force trade. Okay, and that's one thing that's something I said and I followed, and I really I'm really proud of myself for doing that. All right, yeah, because it's not very easy to say that you're going to do this and do that and then actually follow it through. But for the fact that I was able to set that rule and follow it, I think it's something I should be proud of. All right, so I've not taken any trade this week, so I'm just analyzing. So I just did my analysis this morning, or rather yesterday night. And then this morning I'm beginning to see price play out the way I expect it to play out. Okay, so what am I seeing here? As you guys can see, this is the trade I took last week that didn't play well. All right, it took me out almost immediately, and then price has been ranging all through. And then I think yesterday, price began to move to the upside. I remember I told you guys that I'm still bullish on GU. So this now confirmed that bullish trend. Okay, we just broke structure, and that I said after every break of structure I expect price to pull back to a discount area, right? That is in a buy scenario before I start looking for any buying opportunity. So in this case now, price has broken structure and price is now doing what? It's now pulling back. So my job here is just to wait for price to come to this area. Now you guys might be thinking, why am I always marking out this box, and why am I always expecting price to reverse after it gets to this box? Or in my subsequent videos I will still let you guys know how I came about this box. All right, I call it the mystery box. All right, so all I'm waiting for now is for price to come to this area, and then give my confirmation. Then I'll start looking for a buying opportunity. Now when price gets to this area and it doesn't give me confirmation, that does not mean that that does not mean that I'm not going to take this trade. Okay, now once price gets to this area, it means that it's now in a zone where I'm comfortable taking trade. If price comes below, it's even better for me. So if price comes below here and give me confirmation around here, it's even better for me, because this now becomes what? An extreme discount. So taking trade here will be more it will be less risky. Okay, to be less riskier. So but I only take trade when price comes to this box or below. That's where I look for trading opportunity. Okay, that's in a buy scenario. All right, so that is basically what I'm waiting for. I'm not going to do much. I'll just sit back and wait for price to get to that to my zone, and then I start looking for buying opportunity. Now I actually wanted to look for sell in this trade. Like I wanted to look for selling opportunity to sell it back down, but then price didn't give me the opportunity. Let me show you guys. Let me go to the 15 minutes real quick. Now if you look here, you see that price did what? Price swept liquidity here, Okay, and then he gave us the word a change of character. Give us a change of character. Now, he had even price, price came back to this area. I would have, taken a sell. I actually waited for this sell, for this opportunity to come, but then it doesn't seem like it's coming. It's going to come. So I just, I just let it slide. So, but had even price came back to this area, I would have done what? I would have looked for opportunity to sell it back down. Okay, but then price didn't play out the way I expected, and like I said, I am not going to chase any trade. I'm not going to force trade. If it doesn't give, if all my criteria are not met, there is no point taking trade, because that will only be me gambling, in the market, and I don't want to do that. Okay, yes, I want to be very, very strict with my rules and my strategy. Okay, if I'm going to take A+ setup, then it's going to be A+ setup. There's no two ways about it. All right, no two ways about it. Okay, so my A+ setup has to be my A+ setup. If it's not my A+ setup, then I'm not taking the trade. Okay, so in this case, all the criteria are not met in this case, so there is no point selling. All right, so I'll just wait for price to do what? I'll just wait for price to come back down to this area or below, and then I'll start looking for what? Start looking for buying opportunity. Now, if I'm able to catch this buy, I'll try to maximize it as much as I can. All right, if I'm able to take this buy, I will see if I can pass this challenge from just this one trade. Now, if price comes to this place, let's say for example, price gives me confirmation around inside this box, and then I take this trade, I'll be targeting what? Because I always use 0.1 and I open 5 positions. Okay, 0.1, 5 positions. So if I take this trade, this is going to give me about $700 Alright, this is going to make me about $700. So if I'm able to catch this buy, I'll try as much as I can to hold it until I pass this challenge, this phase 1. Okay, yes. So that's why I don't even want to rush. I don't want to chase trade. If it comes, it comes. All right, but whenever I see any setup, especially this setup right here, I will try as much as I can to maximize it. Okay, so that's basically what I'm waiting for. Once price gets to my zone, I take my trade and then let it run. No break even, no what's it called, no trade, no, basically just set and forget. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set and forget. That is it. My only job here is to make sure that I catch this trade at the turning point. That is just my job. Catch the trade at the turning point, set your take profit, set your stop loss, and then let it play out. So that is just my job here, to wait for price to give me a turning point, and then I strike from there. All right, so that is it, guys. So I'll keep you guys updated. If price decide to turn now and start going up, fine, there is no point. I'll just wait for another opportunity. But then if price comes down to my zone, then I will be taking a trade. So I'll keep you guys updated, and let's see how it goes. Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. So remember the trade I said I was going to take, that is the sell I said I was going to take on GU. Actually, it played out, but then I missed the trade, and that's very, very heartbreaking. All right, let me quickly show you guys. All right, so you remember I said when price, after price swept this liquidity and then gave us a change of character, I said I was going to wait for price to come somewhere around this area, then I'll sell. Actually, price did got to this area, gave me the confirmation that like all my criteria were met in this trade. But then when I was on my chart when this thing played out. So when I came to my chart, price was already somewhere around here. I was like, okay, price will probably come back to this somewhere inside the box, and then, or maybe above, and then I will still sell it. But then price kept going down, and then yesterday, which is Friday, this move happened. Right, this move happened yesterday. But then I was not even going to take this trade, even though I was looking at the charts when this thing happened, but I was not going to take this trade because, number one, this thing happened I think in the evening around 4 or 5 thereabouts. Around 4 or 5. and secondly it was Friday, so I try to avoid Friday markets as much as I can. And also I don't trade like once it's past London and New York session, I don't normally look for entries, even though I know that even if I look for entries, I might get one, but then I like to trade during New York or London session. All right, and this was already in the evening around 5, so I know that the volatility in the market was already dying up, and second it was weekend, so there's no point taking the trade, right? Yeah, so that's how my week has been. Like I've not seen any clear setup. And the only one I saw, I missed. I don't even know why. I don't even know what happened. But then, it is what it is. But the thing is, the fact that I'm able to see this setup over and over again, I'm not shaked. I'm not moved. All right, because I know that I will still see another setup. All right, and besides, my overall, my overall setup has not even played out yet, which is this one here. So even if I miss all these ones, all right, I will try as much as I can to catch this one. All right, catch it from here, and then boom, buy it all the way up. So I'm not even in a rush. Okay, I'm not in a rush, so I'll just keep it simple, and also I'll just keep it calm. Whatever, it is what it is. Whatever happens. All right. Yeah, so that's how my week has been. No trade this week, and I'm still down 1%. So hopefully next week we get the 1% back and also pass the challenge. Hopefully, I believe so. Okay, so see you guys in my next video. So tomorrow is Sunday. I'll be doing a market breakdown tomorrow, so stay tuned and see you guys later.